Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Stronglegs, your host as always, and this beautiful man right here is DarfMike, and we'll be bringing you the action for what is a pretty fire low-key matchup. I didn't see this one coming, but this is going to be interesting at the very least. Good afternoon, good evening if you're from Europe, bonsoir if you're French. I don't know the Hungarian version, but I will learn for next time, I promise, especially if Budapest 5 can pick up a win right here. But it is going to be Avengers versus Budapest 5. Now, if you're wondering who the Avengers are, no, it's not Iron Man and Hulk. It's actually the French Iron Man and Hulk, XLDLC. Mike, how are you doing today, and what is your initial feelings for this matchup here?
I'm doing great. Went out, got some breakfast, got ready for this. You say afternoon. Honestly, 1 p.m. still feels like the morning to me, but that's that gamer life. But the French side, I'm interested to see. Here's some names that we've had around the scene for a long time. Obviously, they're no longer with LDLC, but it's still kind of an interesting lineup. Players like Sixer, Logan, Lambert, Haji, all players that we've got some awareness of, and I'm interested to see them compete here, especially with Green stepping in. And then over on the Budapest 5 side, there's two Finns joining them, Joels and Juho, always interesting names. So will be a lot of fun to see how they mesh in and how this actually goes. It's going to be LDLC, or rather Avengers, getting their choice of side to start things off, and it is Dust 2 as our first map. So your favorite scenery?
Yeah, my favorite.
Series.
There's nothing like waking up early in the morning, Mike, and catching a Dust 2 and dying on the cross of the B-bomb site to start your day. It's almost like the best kind of entertainment. But I think we're almost ready to go, and by almost, I mean we are ready to go. So we can just go ahead and jump into the server. Mel, kick the show for us, and let's get this started. Oh, Mike, I want to remind everyone that Budapest 5 has made 2 recent roster changes. Usually when you make 1 roster change, it's kind of destructive. But when you have 2, that's a little crazy. Now it's going to be Juho, who is a pretty strong player standing in, as well as Joel's, replacing Zero and Kriaz. And Haji is not having a good time behind that car, Mike.
He's not indeed. He put out quite a bit of damage, though, all things considered. He's kind of isolated, had no real support there. So he softened up these targets, although with the USPs, you're generally trying to go for an headshot. As big of a concern. Juho, though, he's a shot to the ankle from death. It's a little bit concerning for them, but the Budapest 5, they gained a lot of ground off the back of it. They're going to be dumping their utility now to secure this cross, and there's no one in sight proper. In fact, Sixer, who was really the only person who could contest from Catwalk, has dropped down to go for a boost up instead. That means a bomb plant certainly going to come through here. And now he's going to lose his life as a result, as he's getting haircuts from the elevated position. This gets very awkward. They just don't really have anything to show for the early effort. Yes, now players will start to get plucked off the periphery, but time's whittling down, and Lambert is going to catch Joels, who dropped down for reasons. I guess they didn't realize there was a remaining player in CT and just anticipated both players pushing from long, but that's still a little bit of a questionable read there. All going to be left on to Kohler. He's hiding out by Gandalf, just trying to buy time for the bomb to blow up. And Logan get a nice crispy shot into his dome to secure that. Just the one tap to finish it off and secure the pistol round for the French side.
Wow, I did not see that unfolding favorably for Avengers whatsoever, especially considering how cleanly Budapest had gone onto the site. And not to mention, that was a bit of a kind of a sloppy post plan for Budapest, right? They got the bomb planted, and they just kind of lingered on site. They didn't really try to make space or allow them to reinforce the long gate control. And as soon as that player came out long from the Avengers side and eliminated that car player, now these players are just stuck on site, right? They have no support. They have no sort of structure to sit on. They're just stuck on site, funneled. And Avengers actually pull one out of the bag. So that's a 1-0 start for them. Now, mind you, the bomb plant was there for Budapest. They will go for the Eagles. A little armor, increase their chances. But they want to come strong in this third round with this full buy, AKs, utility. For now, Avengers looking to hold on to their economy as they get tested by the Deagles.
I think Sixers are a really nice opportunity to just kind of shut this round down before it even begins here from the scout out towards car. Instead, with a pick in towards B, this might change up the formula. In fact, they are flooding back the other direction. Nice kill from Logan to at least give himself a little bit of space, bite off the mid presence, and knowing that the scout is watching security, that they're all coming from tons, but it's not going to matter. Gabeson just walks out and taps him right in that dome. Beautiful deep shot. Now that's a bomb planted, and well, Sixer will catch one on the cross. Quite fortunate there that he does. This gets very tough indeed. They've got to retake this B bomb site. Even though they have the superior weaponry, they don't have the utility to make it happen. One volley goes in to force the kill. That's beautifully done here from Haji. and now they can work in as a unit to try and retake this. Yuho has a good spot, and with the M4, he's going to be tough to deal with. He's got one, he's got the second as well, and there's a flank even on the Sun player from the car, not anticipating it. He was looking forward, he gets caught from the side. That is going to be the round, the force by one by the Budapest 5, and that really comes off of that pick in mid, just changing up their formula and sending them hurtling back towards B. So nice response, nice reaction, nice mid-round call from the Budapest 5.
No, c'est pas vrai, Mike. It cannot be true. That was just deagles, no armor, nothing to work with there. Just dream it onto the B-bomb site, and somehow the Budapest 5 have stolen it away from the Avengers. Just like the Infinity Stones, Mike. Oh, that was so close to the headshot right there down mid, but now I feel like the Avengers have set themselves extremely behind. They're down to scouts, they're down to deagles and CZs, the full investment as well. And if they can't somehow pull a miracle back to bring this back into what was supposed to be their early lead, they're going to find Budapest stealing that early lead themselves and getting that mountain of cash to work with coming into the first gun round as well.
A little bit of ground taken. They're going to go ahead and go for this long play. It seems once more Scout can have a lot of trouble finding tags. Never mind. Sixer tracing through smoke. Just finds the first, and there's a kill. Haji a little wide on the spray, and that's one as opposed to potentially a second. That's a nice flank now. Timing from Fleeb. He's going to get around. Secure the site. Now he's got a lot of control. Second kill found. Everybody remaining is coming from this tower position, and the smoke down is going to make it so very annoying for them. They're just hoping to get lucky. No armor on these scouts means they really can't attempt to go for this retake. It's just going to be a fall away. Keep the scout alive. Maybe try and pluck some damage from range, but that's not even really going to be an opportunity for them. This round's over. Budapest 5 will take the lead. They get the second on the board, and they get it with 4 players alive as well. So that's a nice little build of cash, especially considering they're going to have what should be an eco around these 2 scouts into the next round. Parting gift.
Yeah, he was waiting for that angle too the whole time. The magician. Sixer now is going to try to hold on to that scout. He gets over. Whoa! Oh, and another casualty. Oh, that's not quite the casualty, but that's actually a pretty expensive round, all things considered, for Budapest 5. They had it clean in the postman, but they kind of went for the hunt to eliminate scouts, Mike. I'm not sure how to feel about that. But it works out, and the Avengers are back down to the eco. They have nothing to invest here. Not even a P250. Just USPs, the P2000, no flashes, no tricks up their sleeves. Just a mid-stack.
Kohler's just waiting for this. There's the jump across. Now he knows. He's just going to fire off some shots. There's a lot of bodies here, though. He's got to be a bit wary. Kind of toying with him, but that just means that the rest of his team's going to walk on over. Careful here. Couple of goose shots. Got to be a bit cautious. Mac-10 going to come in to make some extra money. Should be a bit of a farm. This player in close. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Looking for the 4th. Mac-10 at range, just printing money at this point. The last player's into the B-bomb site, so as soon as Fleeve realizes this, he's going to chase it down, hungry for these eco frags, hungry for the extra $600. And this time, it's maybe a little bit too much hunger. The greed will punish him. But he is the only player to lose his life, and I think he's perfectly fine with that. Having gotten 3 kills, he pretty much justifies his own buy. He can buy right back. He can do it very comfortably, and the Budapest 5 will have full rifles, full utility, everything they could possibly want rolling into round number 5.
Yeah, and on top of that, they've set themselves up for at least 2 gun rounds in a row. A perfect place to be. Not only that, but they picked up Yuho. And I love Yuho's HLTV picture. He looks like he's from the Backstreet Boys from the 90s. It's great. I love it, Mike.
He really does. It's quite a contrast as well. I think he's gotten rid of the hair at this point, but it looks like he's powering up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying in that photo.
He is going a little Super Saiyan. He's almost there. He's almost channeled the power. But for now, it is going to be Budapest. Just patience on the long A control. They've gotten Yuho out to the blue bin. It's a strong position to hold back against the long A controller, long A counter aggression from Avengers. But for now, they're actually doing quite well. They've gotten Yuho as a lurk towards long. They're resetting. They're going for the cat control now. This is a solid, right? Choke them off the long A control. Now take away their short A control. Suddenly they have nowhere to stand on the A site. And it's going to be Color eliminating Lambert, trying to pop into the cat off the flashbang. Now unless Haji goes huge, this is going to be problematic.
It's all on him. He found 1. No more. That's just not good enough. Now you've got Sixer who's glass cannon. Yes, he'll find a frag. They can use utility to punish him off. That's missed timing. Going out before the flash, trying to get him looking away. Presumably, Kohler will trade it, but suddenly this is looking viable for Avengers. It's going to keep catching me off. Gringo and Logan have to attempt the retake here. They may not be exactly eager to do so, but they're going to try and do it via long. And Yuho, he's the Guardian here. He's already dropped the Molotov. That's buying precious time. Now he can fade back off of it. He doesn't know they're here yet, but that flashbang should confirm that they've got some presence. He's going to make sure CT's clear. Now they know it's only coming from one direction, and this is a ton of information. You can watch this long spot. That's a big miss. Second one's attack must have gone through the lip of the platform. Uh-oh. This is getting awkward indeed. Time, I think, should still be on their side. I don't think Logan can get this defuse. No, he can't. But he can get the op. He can get out of there. The round's still going to be one for Budapest 5, but that was looking a little shaky off of what it should have been a really strong goal.
Especially considering how well Budapest reacted after the pressure, right? They were getting pressured out long in that 2v2. Instantly, you see a reposition coming out from Yuho. Instantly pushing back towards CT spawn, taking better positions, and setting themselves up for that long gate pressure. And, well, it was sloppy, but it worked out. And that's really all that matters. But they do have the hero op. And that could be a factor here, Mike.
They do. We saw it turn some rounds yesterday in our best of three. So, never mind. Sixers hero op has been heroically laid to rest. That was instantaneous. He was looking for the pick in towards lower tunnels, and honestly, he would have gotten it if it had been a second longer, but apparently he was just out in the open, exposed to Kohler, over towards T-spawn. So, not quite sure what the thinking was there. Just hoping that nobody would pick it. It's not like Kohler's been picking it the last few rounds. Whatever. They made the decision. Kohler, speaking of which, is going to get another kill, and the one frag they found was instantly not traded. Logan got himself something. He's got himself a rifle. Can he save this? Is he going to try and go for it? He has plenty of money. Not a concern there, but the AK, of course, is quite nice to have over on that CT side, that one-tap headshot potential. Creeping forward now, changing his mind. Backing off. They can hunt. They've got plenty of money over on the Budapest 5 side. I'd say it's almost worth hunting just to get this one rifle out of his hands. But
how much are you willing? Yeah, how much are you willing to really throw away here for this AK, though? I mean, Avengers will buy regardless whether you take this weapon away from them or not. And your money isn't really that great. Like it's set, but it's not amazing. Okay, that's definitely surely worth it. Just a little patience there, waiting for the post up. And Budapest 5, well, they get their 5, and now they're Budapest 5 at 5.
I like it. 5 at 5. This is going to be a pause coming through. I think LDLC sorting some things out here. Might be some concerns over from the French roster. Seems like they're perhaps unhappy about the server. So hopefully we're going to get that sorted out quickly. This is the classic, hey, we started poorly. This is clearly the server's fault. It's always how it works, right, Roy?
Yeah.
It's always the server's fault. Never the fact that... I'm really questioning the... I mean, last round, obviously, they just had the one hero op, so it was unlikely regardless. But I just don't understand the play. I understand the pick in towards lower... But go catwalk. Go for a fast cat and get the pick into lower. I don't know why you're standing in mid, exposed to T-spawn, to try and get a pick towards lower.
Right, yeah,
I just don't get it.
I really do get the play, and I'm completely for it. It's just, why take that terrible position he was in? Why not just go up against the box? Like,
also true.
like,
even if he saw you're
cover.
off, like poking out, he can't shoot you. But he was the position of the corpse. He was clearly just right there outside the doors, and Kohler had been picking mid multiple times in previous rounds. I just don't get that decision at all.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an ostrich play. You know, like they put their head in the hole and they think they're invisible from their predators, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of an ostrich play right there from Sixer. And I feel like that's not really going to fly against this matchup. Maybe they're just comfortable to play against the Hungarians, but its comfort is not going to take them to the lead here. It's not going to take them to the finish line. So they really do have to tighten up on these small little errors. Now, let's go over the video here really quickly. This is Budapest's map pick after all, though. So I assume they are pretty comfortable on this map. And if you're wondering what Avengers picked, it is Inferno. That will be the second map. And it's actually going to be Train as the decider. And Budapest, I've seen Budapest play on Train. They're pretty well versed on it. Mind you, they do have two stand-ins. Well, not stand-ins, I guess replacements for Zero and Kreyaz. But that still... Train is not a map that you can play without having your protocols.
That's true. What I'll say in their favor is that their 2 stand-ins are Finnish, and every Finnish team I've ever seen is pretty solid at train. So I'm just assuming that that's a national pastime, that they pass down knowledge of train from Finnish CS player to Finnish CS player, and say that I expect them to play pretty well. Obviously, yes, you're right. It is so tricky to adjust your utility usage and to adjust your rotation protocols on train, but I'm optimistic that it'll come through. You said that Gringo is a new addition to the Avengers side as well, right?
I think he's a trial. I'm not sure if he's been officially added yet. I actually have no real information on Gringo, to be honest. If anyone in Chaz knows who this person is, I'd be more than happy to have some insight. But I'm not entirely sure who it is. There's no real information on him on HLTV. I have not seen him play before.
It's interesting. I think we do have an HL, but there's not even an HLTV pick. Who is this person? Who is he?
Who is this mystery man? And Joel, is that his HLTV pick? Oh, wait, I don't believe it.
I'll say from his Steam picture, if that's actually him, he looks young. But
Are we talking about Gringo here?
we're talking about Gringo here. But I don't know if that's actually him. I don't know how old a photo that is. If it is, I have no idea. Also, he's got a great artwork showcase that is a fake drawn inventory with all of the good skins, and that's hilarious. So I love it.
Okay.
Respect to him.
I do like that. A little meme profile.
At least 22, apparently. I'm a liar.
Gringo's 22?
Well, someone in chat is saying that, which, you know, could be complete fiction, but I choose to believe them because I have no other information.
I don't see that. Who said that?
It's being held by the Automod because he said Gringo, and Automod thinks that's racial identity.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess it's doing its job. I don't know. Maybe too much.
I'll allow that one.
All right, so he's 22 years old. Well, for according to Twitch chat, which I will take with a grain of salt.
It's the most reliable form of information ever.
Yeah, agreed. I actually like make life decisions by going into Twitch chat, especially when like there's 100,000 people plus, and I just ask what to do in my life in there, and I always get fantastic responses.
You get like 47 different spams and then one response that actually responds to what you say.
Yeah, and if it does not resolve, by the way, in the next 30 seconds or so, we will we'll cut to the music. We'll bring back the DJ, and we'll be on the DJ until we're ready to go again, so we're not boring you guys off with our voices here. Okay, Joel, is that Joel's picture? He has like the little circle with fingers.
It's got something going on here. I don't know who that is in his picture. It's somebody. Somebody going.
Once told me Budapest was gonna roll me.
I ain't the sharpest op in the shed. Exposing my terrible singing here.
Okay. Can't be worse than your Counter-Strike, Mike.
Oh, but it can, Roy. But it can. No, my singing is enthusiastic, but not good. We've unpaused.
No, I think there's a server swap. That's what's happening right now. They must be having some. I think this has been I think Faceit made an announcement today on their Twitter saying that they've been having problems with their routing. So I do suspect that we are experiencing that. So we are actually going to bring the DJ in here for now. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Once this gets resolved, then the action will resume before you even know it. We do apologize for the delays, but life happens and sometimes things are out of our control. So we will be back shortly. Stay tuned, everybody.